YTPC. Padre Piper coming to you via the virtual airwaves of YouTube to say Happy New Year and hello, YTPC. Hope you're doing well. Hope the new year 2019 is showing you all the wonderful blessings that the Lord has in store for you. I can't believe, what is today, the 11th of January, and this is actually my first YTPC video of the new year. It has just been crazy busy. It continues to be crazy busy. Gorgeous day, as you can tell, and it's about lunchtime. In fact, in probably just a few minutes, we're going to get hit with church bells, because I do think it's a few minutes until noon as I'm recording this. Oh man, it's going to be a long one too. Back here though, I wonder if we're going to hear them as loudly as normal. There's different parts of the property where you hear them louder than others. I'm saying that out loud for myself because at noon it's not just the ding dong and the 12 bells, it's going to actually also play a hymn. So if it gets too loud, well, we'll just have to do some edits. Blessings to you for the new year. I actually have some blessings I want to share with you today that I have received, and I also want to do some shout outs to some new channels, and I'm realizing I don't think I brought my notebook with me with the 5 new channels. I may have to do that from memory, or I may just have to splice the video together. So I'm going to start with some of the blessings I've received in the new year. I was reminded this morning by Facebook. You know how Facebook does Facebook memories, and today, January the 11th, would have been the birthday of my little Annie girl, my German Shepherd, who passed away over the summer. So that was nice to see a picture of her pop up in my on this day memories on Facebook. But I also recently adopted a new pup, and so I'm really excited about that. She is not at work with me today, although I have been bringing her in for some days on a half day at a time and letting her get acclimated to the church property and the office, and sort of getting her, letting her know that this is her place to be with me as well. But we're also working on having her spend some time at home alone. Little bug. So she's doing that this morning, and we've been doing some training, and she's a great pup. She's 9 months old, or estimated to be about 9 months old. A beautiful German Shepherd. I adopted her from the local pound. And folks, if you're ever looking to get a dog, go to the pound. Rescue one of those dogs that's so in need of some love and some care. Because if somebody doesn't adopt them, their life comes to an end, and all too often these dogs are in these pounds for all the wrong reasons. A friend of mine has a friend who's a director of one of the local shelters, and was telling me stories that people drop a dog off because the dog chewed up on their favorite pair of shoes. And it's like, you're a crummy owner. Okay, you've got to work with the dog. You got to understand that when they're puppies, they're going to do that kind of thing, and you need to set their environment up for them so that they can succeed. And you've got to be willing to work with them and communicate and learn what their communication style is and such. And anyway, I'm preaching about that. Adopt if you can, But anyway, I'm hoping I'll have Jazzy. That's her name. Her real name is Jasmine, and hoping that we'll have Jazzy in some videos in the future. She's a sweetheart of a dog. She loves people. She loves kids. In fact, I'll tell you quickly a little bit of the story behind her. She was the SPCA, there goes a fighter jet. I don't know how to identify them, but it's fast and it's bad looking, and they're on exercises today. We're not at war. There are the bells. Jazzy was discovered by a landlord. What had happened was a guy had skipped out on a landlord, and the landlord showed up trying to get his money and realized that the whole house had been emptied. He went out in the backyard, and what he found was a tarp thrown over a pile of stuff. He went ahead and removed the tarp, and underneath the tarp he found a pen, and inside the pen was this dog. And she hadn't eaten in several days, and it's really sad that people would do that. But the police ended up getting involved in this, not only because the guy had skipped out on the landlord and owes him money and such, but when they run a record check on this guy, turns out he's on the National Child Sexual Predator list. And they suspect that he was actually using this dog to groom her to lure children, which is, it's just some really creepy people in this world. So I am blessed that I've had opportunity to adopt her, and just one of my New Year's blessings. I also, and this is before the new year, I got a package in the mail from Road Glide Sully. I'll put his information down in the cellar if you're interested, and I think you would be, and you should be. You should go over and check out his channel. I'm going to put the pipe down for the moment because it's going to be difficult for me to keep it lit. I'm going to try one more time, but just some house cleaning over lunch today. This is really probably only my second or third pipe of the new year. It's just been busy. I had a lot of parishioners who have been sick. Some of my older folks have been hospitalized. Two things: pneumonia has been going around, the flu has been going around, and I've had quite a few, too many actually, funerals to do in the past few weeks. This I'm smoking today. So I've been too busy to enjoy pipes. I think really this is either my second or my third of the new year. This is my, as I'm getting to the end of it and some of the ashes come out, this is a Stanwell Brushed. It's a lovely pipe, and in it I have some C&D. This is one of my favorite bulk blends. Certainly, I think probably one of my favorite by C&D for the bulk. It's Irish Blessing. It's a black Cavendish, just kind of going back old school. Many of us started out with aromatics back in the day. For me, that would have been the late 80s. And this black Cavendish is cased with a generous topping of Irish mist flavor, and it really comes through on the smoke and on the room note. And sometimes you just have a little, it's almost springish out here. I'm in the sunlight today because the temperature's cool, but in the sun it's nice. It's reminding me of spring, even though we're not in spring yet. And the taste of Irish mist in this tobacco. It's a good one. So back to Road Glide Sully. He had this crazy concept of wanting to experiment. He's got a history of doing home brew for beer, playing with flavors and such, and he's been doing that with pipe tobacco as well, which is fascinating. And he wanted to create a PB&J, and he's blaming me for this. Some kind of conversation we had, and I know we did. I did not plant this seed in this man's mind, but he wanted to create a PB&J, a peanut butter and jelly pipe tobacco. And by golly, he set out to do that, and so he sent me a whole bunch of stuff here to try, and I'm going to be honest. I have not yet had the time or the courage to try this out. And in the bro note, he sent there's 7 different packages or little bags of samples in here. He even sent the corncob pipe, so I wouldn't potentially ruin one of my pipes. But he's got sample number 1, which is peanut butter and jelly with the grape infusion. And what he did there, he's using, go see his video actually on this. He talks about how he uses a product called PB2, which is a powdered peanut butter. And he's got various ways in which he's experimented with infusing it into tobacco. For the grape jelly, he's using Captain Black grape. He also experimented with a version, which I've gotten here as well, using Lane Limited Black Raspberry as the jelly flavoring. And then he sent me some other things, some Sutliff English with a whiskey infusion, which I've had, and I enjoyed that. He sent me some stoved Peter Stokeby Bullseye Flake, and I've been playing with the stoving process too, so I can appreciate that, particularly with the Virginias and what that can do. And he's also sent me some, he stoved some Sutliff 515 RC1, which is just good stuff. So I can't wait to try that stove, because I haven't, that's not one I've experimented with stoving yet. And then he had some other stuff in here too. Wow, he sent me 2 ounces of this Sutliff 515. That is some good stuff. That was very generous of you, my friend. Thank you. And then he's also done some creating some cakes. And what he did was here, he created a cake of Captain Black, putting gold, dark, and royal together, you know, condensing it and then allowing it to meld. So looking forward to trying all of these things. A great shout out to Road Glide Sully. If you have not yet subscribed to his channel, you're going to want to go on over there and do that, and follow his antics and all that he's doing to experiment with our beloved hobby. And I got to tell you, the PB&J thing, that is quite interesting. And also enjoying some black coffee, hot black coffee, and the Black Country Squire mug. And all right, another blessing I wanted to share with you. I'm going to put the pipe down and do this because I haven't really opened, I've only sliced open this box. I was blessed to be one of the winners in Mel Harris's 500 sub GAW. And man, that was a fantastic GAW. I'll put his channel information down in the cellar as well. He gave away some serious stuff, and I had stepped away from YTPC from a little before Christmas, or right around Christmas, until today actually. I just haven't had time to really keep up, and I totally missed his live GAW, even though I was a entry into it. And I was tipped off, I think, who was it? I think it was piping artist Steph, who told me, you know, you won, you need to contact the guy. So thank you, I appreciate the heads up. And I went and watched the video, and I was, you know, just blessed that I was one of the winners. He sent me a box with some magazine papers crumpled up in it. I appreciate, no, I'm kidding. That's, what I won was, this pipe, and I haven't even opened it yet. This is a Savinelli that was given to him by Old Soul, and it is a Savinelli 614, if I remember correctly. I've not even opened this to see it yet, so you are having the reveal along with me. And let's see. Wow, he even included some Sav balsa wood filters. These are fantastic. And this pipe in the video that he did, it looked gorgeous. Oh my gosh, and indeed it is quite gorgeous. Look at that. Beautiful. Savinelli Matone 614. You know what I love is this wide bit. I just love these wide bits. That's why I was enjoying that Stanwell I was smoking, because it's got that wide bit. This thing is a work of art. It's just absolutely gorgeous. Thank you, my brother. I am so blessed to be the recipient of this, and to be one of the several winners that you had in your GAW. Now that's not all. There was some other stuff included in my winnings. This is a little lanyard he put in there, some pipe tampers, and wow, this is kind of cool. Didn't know I was getting this either. This is, well, it's labeled as a chopper scraper, but you know what you can do with this is, you know, rub out your tobacco and such. And what's kind of neat, I bet you if you rub it out and you turn it this way, it can get caught in here, and then you can actually, almost like a pharmacist would do with pills. This is wonderful. I'd never thought of using something like this. That's great. And there was 2 tins of tobacco. Oh, there's a bro note as well. The bro note: Padre, hope this package finds you well. Enjoy the pipe and backy. Thanks for your support. Mel, Garbage Man Piper. Or I like to call him GMP. Garbage Man Piper. Sweet chickens, baby. He's a trip. And in here were also 2 tins of tobacco. These are both Ain't There No Mores. These are by McClellan. This is a tin of Frog Morton Cellar. That is good stuff. Blessed to have another one of those. And then this is, wow, this is McClellan number 24. This is an incredible gaw that he had. And so thank you, Mel. Garbage Man Piper, you rock. That is absolutely good stuff. Now, on Fridays, our friend Ghost Cobb does Find 5 for Friday, and he shouts out 5 newer channels. And I have a list of 5 that I want to share with you. And I'm going to have to press the pause button because I don't want to risk forgetting exactly who it is that I wanted to shout out. But they're special, they're good, they're great. I think you'd find them interesting. I'm going to put them down in the cellar. Stand by, because by the magic of video editing, I'm going to run into my office and grab that piece of paper, and I'll be right back. Okay, so as promised, I'm right back. I've got my notes. Kudos to Ghost Cobb, because he does this regularly. Almost every Friday he puts out a video with some great new folks that he finds and shares with us. And what I did was I found some folks that I think they're new to the community. Most of these have started their channel within the last month. They're all under 100 subs. And these are some folks I want to share with you. I'm going to put all the information for them down in the cellar. Check them out. Give them a sub. Give them a watch. I think you'll enjoy it. The first one is a really young fellow. In fact, when I first started watching his videos in, I guess it was around mid-December, I was wondering, is this kid old enough to even smoke a pipe? And I'm going to assume he is. He goes by the handle, the PA Piper. He is at 44 subs right now. He's just a joy to watch. He is a former cigarette smoker, if I remember correctly him saying that, and realized he did not want to continue in that, and so does have a taste for tobacco and has decided to try the pipe. And it's just been a joy to be able to watch him. Now, he hasn't made a video in a few weeks, and I'm not one to talk because it's been a couple of weeks since I've made one too. So if we can get his subscriber count up, maybe we can give him a little encouragement to make some more. The PA Piper, again, down in the cellar, you'll find his information. Also, we go from young to, this guy calls himself the Old Man Smoking. Old Man Smoking. He's only at 29 subscribers right now, and I have thoroughly enjoyed watching him and listening to him. His voice, he's got this really wonderful, soothing voice. And I'll tell you, that always makes, for me anyway, that makes listening to a video so much more enjoyable. One little, I made a note here. I'm going to get, if he's watching me, I'm going to give you one little bit of advice. Turn that phone sideways. He does this up and down thing, and when you flip it sideways, particularly for us with bad eyes who have to watch on a laptop or a computer screen, it gives that kind of television appearance as opposed to the up and down cell phone look. It looks like in my notes I wrote he started about 3 months ago, and he last posted 2 months ago. So I don't know, we need to give him some encouragement. Go give him some subs, drop him a little note and tell him, hey man, we want to hear some more from you. He's got a really nice video about falcon pipes, and that's something that I think I would like to experiment with. I don't own a falcon. I'd like to see what that experience is all about. Another one, only 73 subs, a guy named Piping and Camping, and in his description he says he's going to talk about piping and maybe even occasionally camping. That almost sounds like stuff, and maybe even occasionally something. At any rate, very enjoyable. 73. Let's show him some YTPC love. I think you'll enjoy his videos. Number 4, who has been around a little longer than anybody else on the list, if I'm not mistaken, and I've mentioned him on my channel before. He's only at 80 subscribers as of this recording. His name is Earl of Pipes. He's in Ruston, Louisiana, which is the northern part of the state I'm in. I'm way down here in the southeastern part, and he's way up there in the northern part. You know what's coming to mind, and it's not on my list, so I'm going to make this like a little bonus. There's a guy over in southwestern part of my state too, goes by the name the Cajun Piper. So I'm going to throw him down there too, because he's brand new as well. So note to self to put that into the cellar as well. So Earl of Pipes up in Ruston, Louisiana. Out in the southwest part of the state, the Cajun Piper. I don't remember if he was in, I think he might be in Lafayette. Oh, I'm getting buzzed by a bee. Don't need that. I'll swell up if he stings me. So Earl of Pipes and Cajun Piper. There you go. I'll give you 2 for the price of 1 there. And then finally, this guy has just been a real treat to watch. And this, shout out again to Road Glide Sully for helping me find this guy. He's only at 70. And I'm telling you what, he's going to explode because folks are going to just enjoy watching him. His name is Eric Rana. Eric Rana, W-R-A-N-A. If I remember correctly, he's over in Texas, and he is a teacher by profession. And one of the first videos I watched of him, he was coming to us from the Harley hut. That's his garage where he keeps his Harley. He's a two-wheeler, a biker. So fond appreciation for that, obviously. He's a piper, fond appreciation for that. And I also, now that neurons firing, I want to wish him and his wife a very happy, I think it's their 14th anniversary coming up on, well, it's coming up on the 14th. Maybe it's not the 14th. I forget how many number of years. They look about the age to be 14. But at any rate, happy anniversary to you and your bride. His bride actually got crossed in on one of his videos, and she said she was going to put him in the doghouse for putting her up on YouTube, which is kind of funny. Those are some newer folks to the YTPC. I think you'll enjoy them, and I'll put all their information down in the cellar. I do hope each and every one of you is doing well. I'm doing okay. I will not lie to you, I'm exhausted. It has just been a very, very busy season in my line of work with stuff that you just can't, you never can prepare for or anticipate necessarily when folks get sick and ministry needs to extend to homes and hospitals, and even folks that are sick, and sooner or later they're going to go to their heavenly reward. You get to working with people, and it's hard. It's hard on priests and pastors and ministers who get to really taking a liking to their congregants and their parishioners and such. And so I've got yet another funeral to do tomorrow, and I am hoping that next week things will start to finally slow down here, and I can get back into a normal kind of speed of operation. So anyway, and also to spend a little more time with my precious Jazzy. And in fact, one of the beauties of having a church and having teenagers and such is I get to use the youth to help acclimate her, which was easy because she loves kids and such. And they have actually started putting her pictures up with an Instagram account. And I don't remember the name of it, but if you want to see her before I can get her in a video and you want to follow her on Instagram, try typing in Jasmine Jazzy or something to that effect. or if you go to, yeah, or I can I'll find it and put it down in the cellar. Anyway, blessed to have a little pup in my pack now. I'd say a little pup. This is going to be a big dog probably. She's a sweetheart. So anyway, hey guys, I've talked for way too long over this lunch hour. I do hope all of you have enjoyed a wonderful holiday season, that Christmas, if that was your thing, was a blessing to you, that the new year was a blessing to you, and that you're seeing all the blessings that the Lord has in store for you. Happy Friday, heading into the weekend. I hope you have a glorious weekend, almost as glorious as this glorious weather we're enjoying down here in Southeast Louisiana. Padre Piper signing off and wishing you and yours God's peace, grace, and blessings.